What modern social trend pisses you off the most? Posting your kids' entire lives online. Glorifying celebrities and treating them like gods. Like, I understand being a fan of someone, but you don't have to create an entire livelihood around them, or try to emulate them. This is also how people get into positions of power, when they shouldn't be. Public grieving. And berating those who don't grieve publicly. When Chadwick Boseman passed away, people were hounding his co-stars regarding their responses. When Malik B of The Roots passed away, Questlove actually found out by being spammed on Twitter by a bunch of strangers. Imagine finding out one of your closest friends died because random strangers wanted an immediate response from you. Making young children into social media stars. It's fine to share pictures of your kids with friends, but aggressively documenting and marketing your family life for the public at large is creepy. The reaction that provokes on me is more cringe than pissing me off, but I'm sick of the XXXX reacts to YII videos. It's just so embarrassing to see these people acting out a reaction just to satisfy the actual consumers of the product that is being reacted upon. How everything needs to be on social media. I have to explicitly say to family members, please don't put this on social media at family events etc. As an example, trying to post that I had gotten engaged on Facebook before I'd even got to tell close family and friends who weren't actually there, then getting defensive when you say, can you not post that please? I'm just so glad the licking things at the store trend is over. It is over, right? Please tell me that's finally done. The celebration of bad attitudes, habits and toxic traits. People would rather be praised for being a villain than to be obscure. People would rather give praise to a villain than to spend a moment not entertained. This obviously hasn't been as big a deal for the last year or so, but the lack of basic etiquette around invitations or even just making plans. People feel absolutely free to not respond until the last minute while waiting for something better to come along. And they don't think it's rude to cancel last minute or just not show up without letting you know. Letting little kids have social media unsupervised. They are not equipped to handle any of it. So many conflicts spawn out of it. To be honest, most adults cannot handle social media. Yup, it's almost to the point of needing a subject in middle school that teaches about the dangers of the internet. Topics could include spotting phishing and identity scams, the to filter words, the realities of social media, for example, most beautiful pics are manipulated, people aren't as happy as their posts make them seem, etc. The very real danger of addiction, not even just porn. There are lots of internet specific addictions, the importance of good passwords, the laws around sexting and the like. Too many people don't have these skills because their family won't or can't teach them. Family vloggers horrify me. The concept of exploiting your children's lives for views is particularly awful. And because it's a relatively new concept, there are no real laws around child labor or exploitation concerning it. There are YouTubers out there right now who live in mansions worth millions of dollars that they got from shoving a camera in their toddler's face and demanding them to perform for strangers. I can't even imagine the psychological repercussions this will have on these kids in the future. Advertising slowly taking over every single aspect of our lives. I'm not really exaggerating when I say over 90% of the mail and phone calls I get are junk or scams. Data we generate simply by being online, being sold to the highest bidder without any real way of stopping it, which in turn fuels more ads. When shopping more than once at a larger grocery store, congrats. You now get suspiciously tailored coupons mailed and emailed to you, even though you don't remember ever giving them your addresses, meaning it's probably linked to your credit card and banking info. The internet is great for knowledge if you look in the right places and allows discovery of fascinating things, but it does sometimes feel like we sold our souls to somebody for it. How quickly misinformation spreads through social media. It's seriously a dangerous thing in society and it's pretty terrifying. Treating opinion as fact and fact as opinion. Everyone has a right to have a voice on the internet, but not everyone deserves a following authority influence. Just because you paid off your car doesn't mean you're qualified to become a financial coach. To couples recording pranks on each other that are so painfully staged. It's the same super popular trends that are reproduced. Like, do you really need to act so shocked the 10th time your girlfriend pretends to strip in front of the camera, but actually has clothes underneath her towel? Are you really that shocked? At this point I just block, but I just can't imagine people have that much time. 3. Recording people in need for clout. The notion that everybody needs to hustle and have a side hustle. Like it's okay that we are all supposed to be cheap ass used car salesmen hawking our wares with no shame or sense of self-respect. It also frustrates me to no end that people assume that because you are good at something or enjoy it, that you will also be good at and enjoy marketing and selling the thing. 2 completely different skill sets. You can't just buy something now. Everything is a subscription. First it was just Netflix, then it was Dollar Shave Club. Now every TV channel is a separate subscription. Every household item wants to send it to you over and over again. Nothing is released physically, so the only way to watch a movie or check out a new album is to pay someone monthly. Services that were offered for free or one-time purchase are rescinded, and now offered as subscriptions. It's so obvious that everyone and everything just wants to milk you as long and for as much as possible. And people just buy into it willingly. I know people who spend like $200 a month on shit that was free like 10 years ago. People are even offering themselves on a subscription base now. I can't believe how cool everyone is with watching all their money disappear all the time. Driving while on a cell phone. Driving has always been a little frustrating, but now it's gotten insane. My girlfriend and I can call out with at least 90% accuracy who is on their phone. Abrupt lane changes, 20 mph under the speed limit, swerving, looking at phone, and missing a green light for 5+ seconds. And my personal pet peeve, stopping 50 short of a light in a busy intersection during rush hour. Not only is the use common, but the entitlement that comes with it is across the board. Someone waiting at a green light 5+ seconds. I do a short honk to alert them. They give me middle finger. Like, yeah, I'm the ducking idiot here. I can see you playing on your phone through your back windshield. The other day I had a girl pull across 2 rows of parked cars in a lot and had to slam on my brakes to not smash into her. Instead of saying sorry, she got out of the car still in the middle of the lane while still on FaceTime to film me. Like, it's gotten so bad that I don't see any real solution other than videoing all of these people license plates and sending them to the local police. This is more work related, but it pisses me off how there is now work culture of always being reachable by email or text for whatever happens. A lot of places expect you to be pretty much on call, even when you're not at the office anymore. I worked at an ad agency where days off sometimes didn't even feel like that, because I would still be getting emails about things and was expected to be checking them. There should be some level of balance between work and personal life, and I feel like that is fading because it's becoming more and more socially acceptable to adopt this type of culture. Justifying being an asshole with "it's just a prank." The "I'm going to disrespect my way to the top of the world" thing that Jake Paul is doing. The whole Instagram influencer thing. Why are we following these people? In general, just the fact that people aren't allowed to be private anymore. All your devices hook up to the internet. Your smartphone tracks you in God only knows how many different ways. Every business wants you to sign up for a rewards account so they can harvest your contact details. Heck, even my PC and game consoles will rearrange my desktop just to show me advertisements. And if that wasn't enough, people give you strange looks when you tell them you have almost no social media presence. No Twitter, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Facebook. Not to mention how people just get this confused look on their face whenever I get mad at them because they took a photo video of me without my knowledge or consent and put it on their social media. Honestly, it shocks me to see how little people care that privacy is disappearing. I don't think it pisses me off but it baffles me heavy social media presence by ordinary people. I can't for the life of me understand why I'd follow some random person I've never met. I have actual people in my life, and I'm interested in them. A couple of days ago, I first heard the term mobfluencers. Ducking really? Why would I base my children's upbringing on the opinions of some twit whose main attribute is the fact that she has time to do this shit? I have minimal social media presence, because why would anybody care to follow me? This isn't low self-esteem, it's just reality. I'm a completely normal, average person and I know it. I don't fool myself into thinking the world at large would benefit from knowing what I think or do on any given day. I don't know if social media creates narcissistic people, or if it just reveals them. Everyone acting like experts on crazily complex topics, because they either read a headline or one article that agrees with what they already believed. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of Reddit Universe.